What's going on, guys? I'd like to welcome you back to your fifth installment of our WordPress tutorial. In our last video, we finally had the opportunity to create a website. Now in this video, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into adding some plugins, updating our theme a little bit more. Then we're going to go on ahead and call it quits for the WordPress tutorial. However, if y'all have questions, feel free to stop by the forum at www.sekutech.com/forum. I promise I'll write it down for you. And all of your questions can be hosted right there, and I'll get to all of them at my earliest convenience, I promise. I'm a busy man. Not really. I'm honestly lonely since I don't have Alicia Keys around me. So, if we go back to our WordPress website, go on down your dashboard and click in this plugins area. If you remember, a plugin is nothing more than a block of sample code that a developer has created that adds functionality to our WordPress website. There are plugins for almost everything. You have plugins for contact forms, you have plugins for videos, you have plugins that play music, plugins for sliders, plugins for pictures. I mean, you name it, it's on there, most definitely. So the first plugin that we're gonna want to add is let's do a slider plugin. How about that? Okay. Let's use the slider WD, or not, better yet, you know what? We'll use the huge IT slider. This is a really good one. So we click on it and then we click activate plugin. And then it goes on ahead and activates it for us. If we come down in our dashboard again, the huge IT slider plugin should have been added. We click on it. And as you can see, it already has a slider that's been built for us with some nice images rather. So this looks pretty good. If we want to add one more, we can say add image slide. However, we can also add a post slide if we wanted to, and also a video slide. But I really like the images that are in here, so we'll use these just as an example for how it's supposed to work. Now, you might be thinking, well, how do we actually get this slider into our site? It's very easy. Every plugin generates what's called a shortcode. And a shortcode is nothing more than a small piece of code, a plugin, that interacts with the code in your website and it ends up adding whatever plugin it is. If you take a look on the right side, here's our slider shortcode. I come over, I copy it, and let's go paste it somewhere. As a matter of fact, we'll put it in our contact page. So I'll click pages, contact page. And as you can see, we already have some short code in here. That was from an earlier Google map. I'll show you how to add that in just a sec, so let's delete it. However, I'm going to paste the slider code in there. I click update. And next, let's go preview it. Let's see how it looks. There should be a nice slider on here. There it is. Now, once again, this is going to be a situation where you want to be sure that all of your images are of a size that actually fits into your slider or whatever it is you're trying to use it for. If not, then you run the chance of having some of your images squinched up. However, it's not a bad thing. It's not broken. That just means you need the correct resolution. So make sure your slider is the exact same resolution as your picture. For example, if the picture is 800 by 600, then we're going to want the slider at 800 by 600. Okay. Next, since we're on a contact page, it would be smart to have a map. I mean, it's great that we have a slider, but let's do something that's a little bit more fitting. So I come back over, I go to plugins, and I search for my Google Maps plugin. Let's find it. Voila, I have one in here already, but if you haven't downloaded one, find WP Google Maps. You can search it in the plugin section and it should come up. It's one of the most popular ones out. Remember, after downloading it, you're probably going to have to activate it. So go on ahead and click that button. And then it should appear down here in this maps area. So if we click on maps, we'll see that we already have a map down here. Click on it. Let's go in and take a look at it. Ah, there's that short code we wanted. Great. So by default, it has some areas that are already in here. Mine has the location of the Sekou Technologies offices. However, yours should have California. I believe that's what automatically defaults. But hey, we're all California dreaming in some way, right? Gotta love Cali. If we wanted to, we can add a store locator. We can change some advanced settings, but for right now, I think we're good. So let's go on ahead and copy this short code. Go back to our contact page. And once we get into it, we're gonna post this short code above the slider code that we just had. Okay, I paste it. Now, of course, if I wanted to write some text in here, I definitely could. I could say, make sure you visit our website, www.sekoutech.com. I preview it. And let's take a look at what it looks like. All right, so it looks like it put me in some water, which is great, or it looks like the map might not be loading, but I guarantee I don't live in water. I mean, I'm not aquatic. I like to swim, but I'm not a fish. Here's our slider, and here's our text. Make sure you visit our website, www.sekoutech.com. So now our website is actually beginning to look more and more like a website. Here are the widgets that we added into our footer area. So I can search topics, I can search posts. Last but not least, last plugin we're going to use, let's add a Facebook feed. So I'll go back to plugins, type out social media. Add new. Now let's type out social media. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can find some social media icons. Perfect, right here. I install it, I activate it. And now I go find it. So sometimes our plugins are going to show right within our dashboard, and other times they're going to show under our settings tab. So we come down, I click on social media. It's the social media feather. It gives me some information. too much information rather. I just want the short code so I can add it in. So here's where we can put in our links for our Facebook site and for our other social media sites. So I'll say / Sekou Tech. And I'll just copy this for all of them, I guess. Since I'm not sure what each one does, I'll say follow us on Facebook. I'll erase that one. And twitter.com / Sekou Tech. So I go down to the bottom. I save it. Now let's go find that short code. Let's see, where could it be? Share full URL. Short links, nope. Okay. It's in here somewhere, short code. Sometimes they'll be readily available and then other times they won't be, but pretty much this is how it's going to look. Short code's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay. Well, another thing that we can do is we can go back to our plugins. And then we can go to the settings section for a particular plugin to get the short code. And that takes me right back here, and that's not what I want. View details. Let's see. Short code's got to be around here somewhere. Here it is. So why they didn't decide to just put it within the code itself, I'm not sure, but who knows? And we can use any one of these we want to. So going ahead and copy one of them. And then let's see, I want to put this in my footer widget. So I go back to appearance. I go to widgets. And then my fourth widget, this is where I'm going to put it. Now keep in mind, whenever you post short code, all short code has to go within a text area. So if you can type words, letters, numbers, arbitrary text, then you can paste in a short code and it should show up. So I'll call this follow us. I save it. And now, if I refresh my page, down at the bottom, I should have a social media feather. Here it is. Great. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. So it looks like that's almost everything I had to show you guys. I'm sad to see y'all go. I mean, this has been such a great time with you all, but I truly and honestly hope that you have learned a lot. We can go so far into depth with these. If you all have questions, feel free to visit www.sekoutech.com /forums. In there, you'll be able to find every forum on every single topic we have. As you can see, here's the WordPress one. Already got it up online and running for you. So guys, feel free to go in and learn as much as possible. I mean, that's what this entire thing is about. I want to hear back from you all. If there are specific topics that you want to hear about, please do not hesitate to drop a line, and feel free to stop by the classes in Austin, Texas anytime. My name's Nicholas Poole. This is Sekou Technologies. Over and out.